Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to do this video on the Vespa Combat Troodon Gen 3 and the Genuine Combat Troodon Gen 3. I've been looking forward to making this video. I got the Vespa, I guess about 3 weeks ago, and I've been carrying it pretty often. It hasn't failed me yet, and it's been working pretty well. The Combat Troodon I got about 2 months ago. It's been at Microtech for the past 2 months. I got it in today. So anyway, yeah, I'm really surprised at how similar these are. You know, usually with counterfeits, there's some big differences in quality, and that's not really the case here. In fact, I'll probably have to look at it a little bit closely if I forget which one's which. But anyway, your counterfeit is on your left, and your genuine Combat Troodon's on your right. So starting with the face of the knife, you can see the biggest differences here, really. The logo on the genuine Combat Troodon is going to be a little bit bigger, and it's actually going to be not as clean cut as the counterfeit. Going to the blade now. So I did incorrectly state before that the Vespa was 1mm thinner than the genuine Combat Troodon. That's not the case. I measured here at this point with my calipers, and they both measured to be 20.5. I'm going to keep making some measurements. If anything, doesn't look the same, doesn't come out the same, I will definitely update. So anyway, yeah, the lengths are the exact same, the body's the exact same, the handle length and everything, handle thickness. The screws, keeping with the face of the knife, the screws are another giveaway. So as you can see, the screw heads are a little bit different. They're a little bit bigger on the Vespa. Okay. So the switch on the Vespa looks a little bit darker, almost like an apocalyptic finish. These are both stone wash. So something to look out for also. And then the pocket clips, now they're virtually identical, and they both feel great, honestly. The logoing or the branding and the date and USA mark are smaller on the Vespa than they are on the genuine Combat Troodon. These lines maybe look a tad bit different. You can probably spot those differences here. Let's see, the jimping, that looks the same to me. The glass breakers are pretty much identical as well, although the glass breaker on the Vespa is the same exact color as this ball and the pocket clip, whereas the genuine Combat Troodon, it's a shiny metallic color. Let me wipe off my camera lens, see if that helps. Okay, so personally, I really like that they made that ball match the colors of the pocket clip. I think that looks great. They both have the same openings down here. Now the actions are the actions are the same. I cannot tell any difference between these two as far as the actions are concerned. I will be taking apart this knife in a little while and showing the internals, but as far as ease of deployment and retraction, they're identical. I mean, I really can't tell any difference. They're both really smooth. I wasn't expecting the Vespa to be as smooth as the genuine Combat Troodon. That's one of the big selling points of this model, is its ease of deployment. It's probably, if I had to guess, maybe 5 times easier than the genuine Combat Troodon Gen 2. So I think I already mentioned this, but the blade thickness, or the handle thickness, excuse me, I haven't noticed any differences with the calipers. If I do, I'll be sure to update. Also on the genuine Combat Troodon, you can tell that the stone washing is a little bit different. It's got a different shine to it, and you can probably tell that blade's got a different almost texture. The logos is maybe a little bit darker, a little bit blacker on the genuine model, and also on the blades. Let's see if I can get to focus. It says M390 MK on the genuine model. Let's see. So yeah, anyway, I'm about to add a part or a video of me taking it apart. And yeah, guys, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments, but I hope the rest of this video helps you. All right, guys, so while I was putting it back together, I actually noticed there are some differences in the blade width. So here at the top of this spooler, the Vespa measures 19.91 millimeters across, whereas the Microtech measures 20.6 across. And then at this top blade hole, the Vespa measures 18.7 millimeters across, and the Microtech measures 19.4 millimeters across. So the width is the same, the exact same here at the bottom, although the Vespa tapers slightly too soon. I think Vespa did say they were gonna fix that on their next batch. But anyway, I just wanna throw that in there just so you guys know. All right, I forgot to mention the blade plate also. So this is the genuine combat Troodon. It's always hard to really demonstrate this. I try to hold the handle as much as possible. So, you know, this is actually the reason I sent it to Microtech to begin with. And it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely not that good. A lot of slop. Not as bad as it was whenever I set it in there, I guess. But the Vespa has a much tighter lockup, which tends to be the case across the board with Vespas and Microtechs. So this is my genuine Gen 2 Comet Troodon. It's got a tighter lockup than the Gen 3, but if you look at the Vespa Scarab, it's got a lot less than that also. So anyway, yeah, definitely tighter lockup on the Vespa. So I just wanted to include that too. All right, guys, so I got them taken apart. And before I open them up, I do want to show you the differences between these switches. So this is the counterfeit on the left and the genuine on the right. You can see it's got these two little holes right there. And the spring, let's see. Put that in there. And part of the reason I want to show all the details, just in case somebody's looking for a genuine Microtech, you know, so they don't get scammed. So you have that, and then these screws are a little bit different also. So again, counterfeit on my left, genuine on my right. So anyway, we'll take it apart. Okay. All right, so you can see they're fairly different on the inside. We'll look at the covers first. All right, counterfeit on the left, genuine on my right. Okay, so as you can see, the sled on the genuine Microtech is much wider, much wider. The locking bars tend to be about the same. I believe I can actually measure those if anybody wants, I can tell you. The catches actually look identical. The catches, whenever I say catch, I'm referring to this piece right here. On these are different than any other Microtech that I have. I have quite a few of them, and these tend to look longer. So, as I'm showing you this, I'm also trying to look for any differences too to let you know. So I'm kind of talking a little slow, but I'll go ahead and take it out and we'll flip it over. And I'm curious to see if the blades will fit in one another. Okay, so there we go. The thickness of these. Looks like the Vespa is just a hair thinner. The top catches, they're very similar, although looks like they're slightly different. The bottom catches, same thing. Very, very similar. Actually, to me, they look almost identical. So, and like I've said before, you know, there's always a chance that the genuine Microtech is made out of a higher steel, a higher quality steel. Now, one thing that does concern me on both these models, if you compare it to the Gen 2 and Gen 1 Combat Troodon, such as this one right here, where the sled interacts with the switch, it's very, very thin. You know, it's very thin. I don't know why they would do that if it wasn't necessary. But anyway, now another thing that I did notice is that this bottom locking bar is much longer on the original. I'm not sure why that is, but that's always good to have, I guess. So go ahead and take the blades out. Take this little stop pin out. The stop pins, as you can tell, are different as well. So the Vespa has a hole cut through the center of it, whereas the Microtech is a solid piece of steel. Not sure why they would do that, but you know, I doubt that'll be your point of failure. So anyway. Again, very, very similar. Okay, so we'll compare the blades now. Have to keep reminding myself which is which. This is the Vespa and this is the genuine Combat Troodon. So again, this genuine Combat Troodon's got this small little hole, this little dimple in it. So they appear to be almost the exact same length. The genuine Combat Troodon looks like it might be a hair, just a hair longer. But then again, I have been using this one more, so there's a chance that it could have dulled the tip of it. So anyway, right now I'm going to see if the genuine blade slides into the Vespa. And there's a reason I'm asking that, and I'll go ahead and tell you right now. So I had to pay Microtech $200 to fix the genuine Combat Troodon. I stripped the screw in it, which was stupid. The blade tolerances were really loose whenever I got it, so I sent it back to them. I stripped the screw so it wasn't under warranty, and they said they switched out the handle. They did not. I know that for a fact because the same marks are still on it. They might have changed out the faceplate, but it's not what I paid for, so I'm a little bit unhappy about that. I think they should have been a little bit more transparent and honest with that, if you ask me. Let's see. So it looks like the Vespa will not go into the genuine body. Yeah. So there definitely is some differences there. If I were to put this together, it'll be pretty sloppy. So I won't do that. Which makes me wonder. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the Vespa is just a tiny bit wider, and this cut right here, I forgot to mention, it is a little bit different. It's a little bit deeper on the Vespa. Like I keep getting confused on which one's which. They're so similar, but anyway, guys, I think that covers it. If I notice any more differences, I will definitely update you all. But for now, you know, I hope this video helped. And if there's anything I can answer, please let me know and I'll be happy to get back to you. So thank you for watching and have a great day.